Bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. There's 2 queens here and 1 king. So, there could have, especially when you see the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, there could have been a third party here. It looks like there was a court couple, but with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups being the 2 cards facing forward, I feel like this king probably chose somebody who is a little different from him. Somebody who doesn't have the same mindset as him. I definitely feel like the King and the Queen of Pentacles would have been a better match, but this king didn't feel like it, so didn't feel the same way, so he chose this other queen. In this Hanged Man, I do see there's a Seath right here, and there's a snake right there. So I feel like there's some kind of deception going on. Other than, you know, this king choosing somebody else. Tell me about the Magician for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ace of Wands reversed, 7 of Cups. There could have been a manipulator in this situation. It could have been what this this deception and this Hanged Man is that I'm seeing. Like, this person is, he's wearing a mask, I feel like. You know, acting like he no longer wants to be with this Queen of Pentacles. You know, acting like this Queen of Cups is the right person for him when maybe that's not true. I don't know why this king would be doing that, though. Let me see what's up with this King of Pentacles for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 10 of Swords reversed. So there could have been some kind of betrayal that he's not letting go of. And that's why he's wearing a mask right now. I don't necessarily feel like it could have been because of this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, it could have been. And now he's moving on to somebody who's more compassionate, somebody's, you know, more in touch with their emotions, more emotionally available. Tell me about the Star. Tell me about the Star for Virgo. You have the Emperor reversed. So, not healing over a situation, losing control of a situation, or this could be that you have healed over the situation and you're letting go of control. It could be dealing with an Aries. But I feel like this is, you know, somebody letting go of control of a situation. It could have been this Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the High Priestess. High Priestess for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 8 of Swords reversed. And tell me about the 8 of Swords for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This could be that you're, you know, trapped in thinking that there's more secrets. This could be like you overthinking, thinking too much about the secrets, thinking too much about whether this king is holding on to secret information, and you just wanting the truth here with this Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. So this could have been a third-party situation, and the king chose the other woman. Even though this queen, I mean, it's a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups. They're not a perfect match. They're not, by any means, a couple that would work well together. Not nearly as well as a King and Queen of Pentacles, But this queen is letting go of control. Just letting what's supposed to happen happen. Tell me about this Hanged Man. Death. Could be dealing with Scorpio. This king is probably, I think this king is tied to this Hanged Man and Death. So this king probably told this queen that it was over, that he no longer had feelings for her, maybe, that this queen was a better match for him, that he wanted to start a life with this queen, when in reality, he's still holding on to this. There is a mask underneath this sheath. So, and this queen is just stuck in, feeling like there's more secrets. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Coins. She could have met somebody new, too. And that's why she's letting go of control of this. Tell me about the Knight of Coins. Page of Wands reversed. With Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is at a point where, yes, there's love. She does love her king, but at the end of the day, he chose somebody else. He put her in a third-party situation. He had options. He lied to her. There were secrets. There was a mistress. He chose somebody else in the end, whether his heart was with her or not. He chose to physically be with somebody else. So, no matter how much love she has for her king, she's not going to go back to this because it's dead. You broke her heart. You betrayed her trust. We're at a point where you can't come back from this. So, let me get you an oracle card from the Oracle of Visions. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Secrets. This queen really wants to know what other secrets are being held. Let me read it out of the book for you. Every relationship between two individuals or two groups will be characterized by the ratio of secrecy that is involved in it. From the clandestine world of espionage to the privacy of our personal inner thought, we attempt to keep our own secrets, but seek those of others. Any sharing of such confidentialities requires a demonstration of trust, whether it is between nations, corporations, or intimate family and friends. In the context of human relationships, our curiosity or need to know may be for self-interest or a desire to help others. To achieve either will require a key that in turn provides access to the information we seek. It may be facts and figures or simply a better understanding of the circumstances. Such information may be provided freely by those who control it or withheld until we have proven ourselves. These keys may take the form of the most complex cryptic puzzle or password, but also a simple "you can trust me" gesture offered to a troubled friend. In this card, the guardian is herself symbolically an oracle. She possesses the answers you seek and can provide you with the keys to access them, but before doing so, you may have to prove that you are ready. Seeking greater truths, even those of self-discovery, often requires some demonstration of worthiness. So, but let's get some clarifiers and see. I do really feel like you're checking in on someone to see if they're still dating, if they're still happy in their relationship. And with the Four of Cups, that's what made me think of break up with your girlfriend on board. So let me clarify Judgment reversed for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify Judgment, please. Why is Judgment here? Six of Swords, the Star, and Five of Cups. I feel like you passed up an opportunity with somebody, and now you're feeling regret, and you're checking in on their Facebook, driving by their house, maybe checking in on their boyfriend or girlfriend's Facebook to see if they're still happy together. But it looks like they moved on. They weren't going to wait for you anymore. Tell me about this Eight of Wands for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Eight of Wands for Virgo. Ten of Swords reversed. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Where's the Ten of Swords here? Clarify the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Queen of Coins. You could be getting a message, or you could be the one sending the message to this person. You could have had a choice between two lovers at one point, and you chose what you thought was the right person, and you're finding out maybe you didn't. And now this person that it looks like you're checking up on to see if they're happy, you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, and they're calling, or they're messaging you, letting you know that that's all right, I'm over it. Tell me about this Two of Swords for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Do I want them? Yeah. The Chariot, the Hanging Man, Seven of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. Maybe those were the two lovers you had a choice between. Maybe you were seeing both of them at the same time because we do have the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Seven of Coins reversed. Clarify the Seven of Coins reversed. Why is the Seven of Coins here for Virgo? Three of Swords reversed. Temperance reversed. Nine of Coins. So at one point, this person was really heartbroken over this, but they healed. They balanced themselves. And now they're single. And they're like, no, I don't want you back. I feel like this is a very similar reading to what we had last week, so I'm not sure why we are still in this energy. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands. The Hermit. So this is your energy, Virgo. You could have been the one who was betrayed by somebody instead of you being the one that, did the betraying. And now this person is checking in on you and wanting to see if, you're still interested. And you're like, no, I'm good on my own. Thanks. Tell me about this Queen of Wands for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Two of Wands. You were very determined to get over this person, to move past this person. You had no intentions from the start to forgive this person and take them back. And now you're good all on your own. And this person can't stand it. Can't stand it. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here? Clarify the Page of Swords. It doesn't want to tell me. Page of Swords. Alright, well, I'm just going to look at it as spying for the Page of Swords, excuse me. It does say inspection on the card, so we do have 6 cups at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's coming back around. And they want to offer you, they want to offer you stability. They want to offer you passion. They want to go on a new adventure. They're going to come rushing back in. And you're 5 of Swords. Nope. No, thank you. So, Virgo, let me get you an oracle card. Final advice for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Final advice for Virgo. Whew. I'm not exactly I can't remember what this card is in the book, but to me this looks like she's on a carousel, on a merry-go-round. So, break the cycle. Don't take this person back. I mean, sometimes you can tell if there's been enough growth, but I mean, every situation isn't going to be like that. 9 times out of 10, this person didn't learn their lesson. They just can't stand to see that you don't want them anymore.